Hello everyone. So today we will cover some points that is related to the programming because we are going to start with the basic and then we will cover the advanced one. So if I'm talking about the move step block combined with the if on edge bounce. So I'm discussing two things: move step block, or another thing is if on edge bounce. If we are using these two blocks combined, then it is used to make a sprite move and bounce back when it touch the edge of the stage. Okay, I'm going to show you. Before that, I'm going to delete this by default sprite, or I can take this one also. And if I want to take another one, so I can take it. Like I'm taking this beer walking, for example. So it's completely depends upon us, whatever sprite we want to take. So if we want to take a cat, I can take it. So just delete this beer walking. We will cover this concept with cat also. And if you want to take a new one, so you can take it. Okay. So basically, the move block, the sprite. So the block moves the sprite forward in the direction it's pointing. For example, like I'm taking move 10 steps here. And what is the way to take this? Just drag and drop in the coding area. And make the sprite move 10 steps forward in its current direction. Okay. When I click on that, you can see it is moving 10 steps. Correct? But if in case I'm running this code again and again, then you can see cat disappeared, right? So what is the role of if on edge bounce block? So this block checks if the sprite touches the edge. This is the edge of the stage. This one. This block checks if the sprite touches the edge of the stage. If it does touch, the sprite will bounce off the edge by turning around automatically. Even Scratch handles the bounce direction for you. So the sprite turns around and continue moving. Okay, I'm going to show you if I'm taking edge bounce. Okay. Yes, here it is. If on edge bounce, when I'm adding this code, now you can see when I click on that particular code, or if I'm taking the event, here's the event block and here's the code block when flag clicked. So your program will run when you will click on the green flag like this. And now you can see the result. What it does, the sprite keeps moving forward, 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 forward. When it when it touches the edge like this, it bounce off. and keep moving in the new direction like this, right? But if you want, it will bounce off in the same direction because you are looking on the screen. The cat is completely changed, right? The direction. And if you want, it will go back from left to right and then right to left. Then what is the position and what is the code for that? We have one more thing, that is set rotation style. Here it is. Okay. And you can just choose right to left or all around, whatever you want. Okay. Now we will check the result. Now you can see it's fine now, right? It's better than the last one. So in this way, we can run our concepts, whatever we are thinking, we need to add that particular block. If I want to use move 10 steps, then you can take the motion block, move 10 steps. If you want to use edge bounce, so we have this block in the motion block. Similarly, if you want to set the rotation style, so again we have this block in the motion block. So in this way we can do that task. And if I want to do like our cat is continuously will work in the same way. So what is the way, what is the code for that? We have control, and under the control we have two things: repeat and forever. If we have limited number of times, like I want to repeat that task for a 2 time only, for a 4 time only, then we can use repeat block like this. I'm putting here and I'm typing here, rather than 10 I'm putting here 2. Then you can see the result. Okay. But if you want, it will work continuously. So what is the role for that? You have to put the forever block here and then the same coding here. Then you can see there's no need to click again and again. There's no need to repeat that task. It will work continuously. Right? Now, we will discuss the another concept that is completely related to the directions. If you can see here, x-axis and y-axis. I'm going to stop this code. So what is the role for that? Because we have already discussed in our introduction session. Here's the option to stop that particular instructions, whatever we have used. So just click on that. Now you can see your instructions has stopped. So in Scratch, the x and y axis define the coordinate system used to position sprites on the stage. Okay, I'm going to show you the image. Here you can see. So this is the center point, x and y coordinates, that is 0 and 0. Right? So the x-axis represent the horizontal position. This is the horizontal position of your sprite with positive values to the right and negative values to the left. अगर आप positive values use करते हैं, then your sprite will go in that direction and horizontally. And if you're using negative values on x-axis, then your sprite will go in this direction. That means left. And the y-axis represents the vertical position. Vertical position, this one. This is the vertical position, right? With positive values upward and the negative values uses downward from the center. So here's a location where we need to put the values. If we are putting x negative and y negative, then in that case, x negative is here and y negative is here. That's why this cat is here, right? And if we have both positive, x is also positive and y is also positive, in that case, our cat sprite is here. Okay. And if we have the x is negative and y is positive, then our cat sprite is here. And if we have the points x is positive and y is negative, in that case, our sprite is here. Okay, so it's completely depends upon the value of x-axis and y-axis. So let's take a demo in the Scratch. So here's the x-axis and y-axis. If I'm putting the value, for example, 100 positive and y is also positive, then you can see your cat sprite is here, right? In this area. And if I'm putting the value x negative and y positive, then you can see it will come here according to my coordinates. So this is here. And then if in case I have the value x negative, but y is also negative. Y is also negative. So what is the case? It will be here. And if in case x is positive but y is negative, then your sprite cat comes here, right? So this is the concept of the x-axis and y-axis in the Scratch window. And by the help of this concept, we can easily create one project. So today we are going to make a small project by all these concepts. So before that, I'm going to tell you the main objective of that particular project. So to create a visually pleasing animation in Scratch where a butterfly sprite moves in a swirling or a spiral pattern using loops and turning logics. So main concepts, whatever we are using here, that is loop, which we have already discussed. Motion block like move, turn, glide, right? So we have already discussed that part. And coordinates and angles, which we have already discussed, right? So by the help of all these concepts, we are going to create one project. So what is the main role of this project? So first we need to create a design, because without designing we can't apply the instructions. So first we need to set a background by choosing media background nature. Okay, so I'm going to delete this particular code from the coding area like this. What is the way to delete? Just hold this particular code and drop in the coding palette. So you can see it will permanently delete. Then again, we will apply on the another one. Now, we are going to delete this particular by default sprite as well. So what is the option to delete this? This is the option. Just click on that and now you can see it is permanently deleted. Now we will set the background first. So here's the option to choose a backdrop. If we want to set any background in our project, so here's the option. We can even choose a background. We can even upload a background from our systems. If we want to design it, paint it, then we have an option paint. By the help of this, we can also create our own background as well. But our first step for the designing is to set the background. So I'm going to choose a background from the by default library. Here's the option. And then we will directly go into the space underwater patterns. Okay, so we can use from here also. So this is what we want to take. I want to take this kind of background which is completely related to the nature. Okay, I'm just clicking on that. And now you can see the backdrop is here in my stage area. Okay, now the next step for the designing is select a sprite of a butterfly. So what if I want to select any sprite? So here's the option to choose a sprite. And now you can see butterfly. Here's the butterfly. So I can take this one. And when you click on that, you can see your butterfly is in this stage area. Okay. Now you can set the position wherever you want to put. Like I want to put here or here. So it's completely depends upon your choice. Now, this is our basic project designing. So this is what? This is our sprite. Whatever instructions we are taking, we will put under this sprite. So here you can see it has selected already. Now we will use some blocks for this like events, motion, looks, right? So we will use some blocks for coding. So here's the area where we are going to prepare a coding for this butterfly. Okay, so let's start with the coding part. So before that, we are going to set the instructions, we need to create an event so that we can easily run our code. So here's the event. We can use anyone. Like if I want to use when flag clicked, or I want to use my program will run when I'm going to click on space button from the keyboard. So we can pick this event as well. And if I want to use like when the sprite clicked, whenever we are going to click on the sprite, our code or instructions uh, going to run, right? So we can take any event. It's completely depends upon our choice, whatever event I want to take for the running my project. So here's the option when flag clicked. Firstly, I want to take this one. And then we have another thing, that is go to x-axis and y-axis. It will be in motion block. Go to x-axis and y-axis. So here it is. This is the code block. So what is the way to pick this one? Just click on that. After that, you need to hold it and drag it and drop under the when flag clicked. And now you can see the points are -50 and 64. X coordinate point is -50 and Y coordinate point is 64. So I need to type here -148. and then I'm typing here minus 149. So what is the actual position of this butterfly now? Because x coordinate is also negative and y is also negative, so it will be here. According to this, go to x-axis and y-axis. So when I click on the flag button, now you can see the butterfly is here. So this is the position which we are going to set initially. And after that, I want to do one action, like this butterfly will glide and go to the another position. So for that, this code is also available in the motion block. Here it is, glide, x-axis and y-axis, and another one is glide to random position. So if you are going to set the random position, so it will be go on any position randomly. But I want this point, because by the help of this, we can set the uh, another position of the butterfly by the help of this x-axis and y-axis. And it if I'm going to set these x-axis and y-axis values, it will glide there. Okay, so I'm putting the glide value 2 here, and then I'm going to set the x-axis value 135. It is a positive coordinate, and I'm putting y is also positive, that is like 59 I can take. So where it will go? It will go in this direction, because x is also positive and y is also positive. So it will come here when I'm going to running this code. According to these two instructions, the butterfly will be here. I'm just running this code again. Now you can see it is gliding in this direction. And this is the actual points. You can see in the down x coordinate and y coordinate 135 and 59. When it will reach on these coordinate points, it will stop, right? So in this way, it will be in gliding mode. Now, if you want to change the color, or if you want it will be world, so we have another thing, that is looks. And under the looks category, we have these options like change color effect or change another things, like I'm going to show you. I'm putting this code here, and now when I click on the color option, it will show you one drop down list where we have some some other option also, like color, fishy, and world, pixelate, mosaic, brightness, ghost. So we can choose anyone. So right now I am taking the world. Okay. So if I'm clicking the flag button again, so it will start from the beginning. After gliding, you can see it is in the world condition. Correct? So in this way, we can apply the instructions one by one. Now I want it will glide from here to another position. So again, we can take the glide instruction. So no need to take from the motion block again. We have one more option. When you click on that particular instruction, we have right click on that, and we have some options, like if you want to create a duplicate of that particular instruction, so you can go with this. If you want to add a comment, delete that particular block, so we have three options for this. You can use it. And I want right now to create a duplicate, so just click on that, and now you can see both are duplicated. So I want to delete this one for a while, or remove from the instruction, so we can check step by step. So now I'm going to set the x coordinate and y coordinate, because if I'm not changing this, it will do repeatedly. Now you can put the value here, minus 68, for example, and 148. So it is a negative and it is a positive. So it will be x negative and y positive. So it will be here in upward direction, but it in left direction. So we can check by running this code and just click on flag once again. It will start from the beginning, glide, then whirl, then glide in the another direction. Now we can put this after gliding this butterfly. Now we can change the color. In after first gliding, we are taking whirl change, and after second gliding, we want to change the color of that particular butterfly. So what we have to do, just select the color and then start from the beginning. Yes, gliding, whirling, gliding, and then change the color. So all steps are running properly, right? Now, again, we can change the glide condition. So we can just duplicate this from here. No need to take another one again and again. Just remove from here and change the values of x-axis and y-axis. And right now I'm typing here minus 110, for example, and then 56. So this is negative value and this is positive value. So x is where? X negative is here and y positive is here. So it is a completely same. So I can take this one like not positive. I want to take this negative in case. So where is it? Where it is? This is negative and this is also negative. So it will come from the initial position. It will come here, right? So just check this code. Initially, gliding, whirling, gliding, changing color, and then come in this direction. Okay, and even if you want on the same initial position, then you can set these coordinate value also. I'm going to show you, like minus 148 and minus 149, right? When I click on that flag, now you can see the result. It will come on the initial position. And after that, I want to change it again. So right now, I don't want to change the color. I want to change the brightness, ghost, mosaic, anyone we can pick. Like I want to take it pixelate so that you can see the another changes. Just start from the beginning. Now you can see. Yes. And now you can see the pixelate form. Okay, I will show you in the full screen control mode so that you can see in a better way. So here's the option to go in the full screen control mode. When you click on that, your project will run on the full screen. So here is the flag option from where we can start the programming once again. Just click on that and now you can see, right? And if you want to change the color from here, so you can do this thing also. Just stop this and then go back in the main area. And after that, you can change this color rather than pixelate. And you can see in the full screen control, when I click on flag, you can see. Okay, color has changed. And if you want to move it from here, so you can set the gliding option once again. So it's completely depends upon your position or your thoughts, I can say, right? You can change the modifications. So in this we will discuss like we have already discussed even uh, what is the role of move block, and how the coordinates will work in the projects, and what is the role of go option, and what is the role of glide option, and what is the role of change option. Like if after that you want one more thing, like if you want after the entire execution it will say bye bye. So here we have a looks, and in this looks block, the say block is here, and you can put the message, whatever message you want to use. Bye bye. Right. Now we can see the result. It will work or not. Go in the full screen mode again. Just run the program. Right. You can see. Bye bye. So in this way, we can use it, and we can stop that particular instructions too by the help of this stop button, and then click on the back option in the main area. You can directly jump onto the main screen where we have coding, where we have our designing. Even we can do one more thing. We can take one more sprite, and I can say we can create a duplicate of that particular one also. So just click on the sprite, right click on that particular sprite. Here we have a duplicate. So when you see this is the code in the butterfly one, and I have used a duplicate option. So the same code is also in the butterfly too. Okay, so we can change the starting position, because if we are using the same starting position, both will run from here, and we can't check the difference between these two, right? So we can change the x-axis and y-axis of the another butterfly. So we need to select this one, and after that in the code we can change. Like we can start from here. So this is what this is, x-axis is positive and y-axis is negative. So we can put 148. Okay, now we can see. Just go in the full screen mode again and start the code. Now you can see rest program is same, that's why both are running the same thing. When you will change the coordinate points, for example in butterfly 2 I'm going to change this one. I'm putting here, for example, minus 35 and 59. Or I can put both minus. Then you can see. Right. In this way, we can use it. Similarly, same another value you need to change. In place of minus negative, you can put positive. Then you can see the difference. Right. In this way, we can change the values. We can even check the results, what outcomes we can see after changing the value. So it's completely based on the your thoughts, based on your thoughts, right? So by the help of this, you can apply the instructions, and all instructions will work one by one. So I hope all these things is clear to you. Thank you.